Yo, what is going on, guys? It is K, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, guys, today I'm over here on OPL Dungeons for the start of the world. And yeah, before we get into the video today, if you guys like the look of the server, go ahead and join me with the IP k.oplegends.com. Now, the map did release like 10 hours ago. I'm a little bit late, so we do have some catching up to do in today's video. But it's all good because I actually quite like the dungeon game mode, so I do feel like grinding quite a bit this season. I'm going to upload quite a few videos in this series. But yeah, one thing before we jump into it, if you guys want to win 1,000 credits, like the video, subscribe, and drop your username in the comments below, and I'll pick a winner on the next video. And also, like I did mention before, if you guys aren't using anyone's IP, make sure to go ahead and use my IP, as it does help me out. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video because we're already pretty late to the server. I don't want to be any later. Alright, so we're at the spawn right now. Now, I do have a lot of catching up to do. We have zero money, literally zero anything. I've not played the server at all yet. The only thing I have is a few crates that I claimed from the kiosks last night, as well as some SOTW crates, which I went ahead and bought with credits. So yeah, I'm going to get into the actual dungeons in a minute, but first, before we do anything, I want to open up these crates. Hopefully, we can pull some good things to help us out. I think the first thing we need, the most important thing, is just perks right now. We need to make sure we get a good perk on the sword early on. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you need something with attack speed. So, Master 3 and above is basically what we need. We need Master 3 and above or Uni. I mean, that is, yeah, that's probably not going to happen in this video, I'm not going to lie. Godly also wouldn't be bad because it has a proc rate, which I believe is enchant boost. So, we basically need Godly, Master 3 or above, or Uni. That is a lot to ask, I'm not gonna lie. Let's open up the first crate though, see what we go ahead and get. And I mean, if all these crates do go wrong, we still have 9k credits, so we could go like crazy pay to win. Okay, so we got some orbs pets to start us off, 100 million orbs. Enchant aspect ticket, I'm not entirely sure what that does. And the final reward, please give me pet perks. Okay, we got more enchant aspect tickets. I've never played dungeons before on OPL, so I don't really know what to be expecting. But we have 100 million orbs, which is definitely gonna help us when starting. All right, we got a booster cauldron, a load of boosters right there, a level booster, a damage booster, and a money booster. Okay, that's definitely going to help us out. And the final reward is going to be an aspect slot voucher. Consuming this item allows you to unlock the attachment slot for any enchant you choose. I'm not going to lie, I have no idea what that does. Like I said, I've never played dungeons on OPL before, so this is definitely going to be a bit of a learning curve. All right, the third crate, what are we going to go ahead and get from this one? No perks so far, which is unfortunate. We got more orbs, a damage booster, some crates as well, and then more of these enchant aspect tickets. Consuming this ticket will grant you +1 ticket. Look, we got them again, bro. I'm so confused. I have no idea what this thing does. All right, so the final crate, hopefully we can pull something good. That last one, we got even more of these aspect tickets. I don't know. This is literally all I can pull. We need to go ahead and pull at least like 25 perks, or I'm just going to have to buy them with credits. Okay, we got pet boxes, money boosters, even more orbs, and the final reward is going to go ahead and be a black hole core. Okay, summon a black hole that will pull all nearby enemies towards and damage them for a short period of time. I honestly have no idea what that does, but it sounds pretty good. Let me open up all those pet eggs and go pet storage, pet ascension. Okay, so right now we have a unique orbs pet. Let's see if I have any. Now, I don't know if that's the best thing to be using. I think I want to be using like a sword level pet, but I'm just use my orb pet for now. And we also have 700 million orbs. So let's go ahead and can we max out orb factory? No, we can't. We can get 8,000 levels though. Let me see if there's anything else that's important. I mean, we'll max out speed, and then I think we just put everything into orb factory. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we got 5,000 levels of orb factory. Let's get like 2,500 levels of gem factory, and then streak as well. Let's get like 1, 2, 3,000 levels of that. And then let's save. I'm going to save the rest of my orbs until we get sword level 10, because that's when we unlock the sword XP multiplier, basically to go ahead and level up your sword quicker. Okay, but now we've opened up the crates. Wait, actually, before we get into grinding, I do have some more of these crates right here. Okay, we got a load of stuff right there. We got orb pouches. There's no way you have to open these up one by one. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. We also got some tier 3 modifiers. Hopefully, we can get a good modifier. A 2.5x orb. I don't know if that's good or not. 2.4x. Okay, 2.78x is the best we got. I think it's the smartest to go ahead and just use this orb one for now. Okay, the pickaxe is looking okay. However, I don't think we pulled any perks. We genuinely, later on in the video, might have to just buy perks for credits. I think that's what we're going to have to go ahead and do. All right, I'm going to open up all the rest of these pouches. You have to open them up one by one, so it genuinely takes forever, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, I'm now back. It's now time to actually start the grind. So basically, in today's video, I want to get as high sword level as I possibly can. I'm not sure where Swerve is currently at, but I low-key want to be beating Swerve. Okay, he has 7 billion orbs. However, he did stream for like 4 or 5 hours earlier, so I'm not sure if I am going to go ahead and beat him in today's video. But yeah, I want to get a decent sword level. We probably want to get to sword level, like, I mean, 50 would be pretty good. Arrow Storm sounds like a decent enchant. So yeah, I'm just going to see how the grind goes today. But right now, there isn't really much to be doing. I just want to be rebirthing, getting through these few starter zones. All right, so if you guys have never played dungeons before, basically what you guys go ahead and do, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. So you go ahead and kill these first few starter mobs. So as you guys can see, we have 1,000 money. Then you go over to these companion eggs. You go ahead and buy a companion. I'm not sure which companion we got. Let me go and open up the storage. Okay, so we got the Frosty Owl, and then you go ahead and equip that. And we now have a 0.5x money multiplier. So if I go to my /money and open this up, as you guys can see, the companion is giving us a bit of a boost. And yeah, that's basically how you guys progress. Then you go through these zones and keep buying the companion eggs, as well as upgrading your sword right here. You can go ahead and upgrade loads of different swords. If you guys see, there's 4 different pages of swords. And eventually, once you go ahead and reach enough money, if I go to this /rebirth over here, we need 100 billion to reach our first rebirth, and that also gives you a money multiplier. So yeah, that's basically just a quick rundown of the dungeons. Now, I may be grinding up quite a bit. I want to see how much my next zone costs. So zone 1, and then, okay, so the first one is going to cost us 15,000 money. So we need to be grinding up quite a bit right here. Okay, I've been grinding up a little bit. As you can see, we now have 27,000 money. So we have enough to go ahead and buy into the next zone. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see what this zone is looking like. We're in the witch zone right here. Now, these companions also cost 750. And I believe, okay, no, it's not. It is different companions. I'm going to go ahead and buy, okay, let's buy 15 of these. See if we got any good ones. We got a 1.5x legendary. Okay, that's definitely good. If I check my /multi overall now, our money multi is now a 4x. But yeah, in today's video, I want to get to rebirth, like, I don't know. I definitely want to get a few rebirths in today's video, as well as get quite high on the sword level. Also, I did claim some playtime rewards, and if I go to my perks, we now have 4 perks. So I'm gonna roll these, hopefully. I mean, Wizard 3. Wait, that sounds pretty good. It's actually proc rate. Wait, I think I'm gonna keep that for now. That's actually not a bad perk. I mean, until we have a load more perk cubes, I feel like I might as well just keep that, because enchant proc rate is always gonna be good, especially once we go ahead and get the amplifier enchant, which is basically how you go ahead and level up your sword. That's gonna help us out. Yeah, let me go ahead and look how much the next zone is gonna cost. It's gonna cost 400k. Okay, that's gonna take us a little while to go ahead and grind up. Okay, we're back. I now think we have enough money to go ahead and get through the next zone. As you guys can see, I'm now one-tapping these mobs. We're getting like 6,000 money per. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next zone. Wait, do I not have enough money? Maybe you need 800k. Okay, no, I literally have enough money. I don't know why I didn't get teleported. Okay, we're now in the next zone. These mobs have 2,000 health. But yeah, I think I'm honestly gonna take a cut here. We need to get to 100 billion money for the first rebirth. Unless anything interesting happens, I'm just gonna grind up. Like, rebirthing right now isn't like the craziest content to go ahead and watch. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grind up. Hopefully we can get to 100 billion. I mean, I'm probably gonna record a clip before I get to 100 billion. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna take a quick cut. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize I had auto rebirth on, and I just went ahead and automatically rebirth, which isn't ideal, I know, because I did want to go ahead and record a clip for that. But yeah, we did reach rebirth 1. It only took us probably like 10 minutes, maybe if that. Now, there is also a 50% money event on right now, so I want to go ahead and be grinding as much as possible. I want to go ahead and get another rebirth in these 15 minutes, which honestly should definitely be possible. And then once I go ahead and get like another rebirth or another 2 rebirths, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a method to level up your sword as quick as possible. Well, I guess it's not as quick as possible, but it's like the most efficient way. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go in and work on this server, as it has worked on other dungeon servers before. Yeah, I need to go ahead and grind all the way back up. I need to go ahead and get through all these zones again. I think the zone I rebirthed in was this phantom one right here, so we need to go ahead and get back to there as quick as possible. If I check /rebirth, the next rebirth is gonna cost us 2.5 trillion, so it's very, very expensive, I'm not gonna lie. One thing I've also noticed while I've been grinding up like these few minutes, this enchant right here, the streak is very, very, very good. As you guys can see, if you look right here, it's 1x per kill. If I go in and kill another one, it's a 1.10x, another one is a 1.20x, 1.30x, etc. So this is actually very good. It caps out at a 10x as well, so it's basically giving you 10x the value it would if you didn't have the enchant per mob kill. It's pretty much very OP, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, one thing I've also noticed, I could really do with getting some more companion slots, because if you have more of these, it basically makes your money multiplier a lot better. I mean, we have 9,000 credits. I might go ahead and buy some of those companion slots. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait and see. So yeah, let me check the /zone. How much is this next one gonna cost us? 26 mil. And let me also turn off auto rebirth. Okay, there you go. So now the next time we can rebirth, I'm gonna cut back to you guys and actually do the rebirth on camera instead of just auto rebirthing. Okay, I'm back. It's been about 10 minutes. As you guys can see, there's 5 minutes left on the money event, and we do have enough money to go ahead and rebirth. We do have 500 billion extra, so I'm gonna just go ahead and max out as many companion eggs as I possibly can. This is one thing you guys should be doing, by the way. If you ever reach the right amount of money to rebirth in the zone you're currently at, spend all your extra money on companions. Trust me, it's literally worth it every time. Okay, we've spent all the money. Let's go ahead and fuse up all our companions. The 2 we have right now is a 50x. And let me go ahead and rebirth. All right, so we've gone ahead and reached rebirth 2. Now, I did say I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the sword method in today's video. So basically, this is called the wooden sword method. What you guys do is you want to go ahead and kill these mobs real quick. Okay, so the first mob is dead. We got 20k. And let me see how much the first zone is going to go in and cost. It's going to cost us 400k. So yes, it's going to take a while, but we need to get to 400k real quick. And make sure you guys don't upgrade your sword once. Because yeah, if you go ahead and upgrade your sword, then the whole method is low-key kind of ruined. So we need to get to 400k real quick. And then I'll go in and show you what we're doing. All right, I'm back. We now have 400k and we don't have a single sword upgrade. We're still on the first sword. So I'm going to go to the best. So I'm going to go to the next zone right here. And as you guys can see, they have 2,157 health. And I mean, it's not completely ideal because eventually we are going to kill it. But basically how this method works, as you guys can see, our sword level is going up quite a bit. Just because we are constantly swinging and we're not actually killing the mob. Now, this is the best method to do at the start of the map. If you guys need early sword levels, honestly, I'm probably going to be doing this all the way up to probably like 150, I think. Yeah, this method is super, super OP. Just make sure you guys don't upgrade your sword at all and you're just constantly here to just hit the mobs. Now, eventually it gets to a point where the mobs have like 25,000 health and you literally do 1 damage per second. So you can basically just sit there for ages. And I'm not sure if on OPL the mobs do eventually respawn. I'd imagine they do. But yeah, on other servers, you just have to tab in like every 30 minutes and go ahead and kill the next mob. So yeah, this is a very good method to get your sword level as high as it possibly can get. I'm gonna go ahead and use this now for like the next hour, as well as using a sword level booster. I'm gonna go ahead and use, what's our best one we have? And we have a 300% for 30 minutes. I honestly might use that. That's a 3x for 30 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this sword booster right there. If I check /multi, my sword level is now a 4x. So we're just gonna go ahead and sit here. I'll probably come back to you guys once we go ahead and hit sword level 10, because then we get the amplifier enchant. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna just go ahead and AFK, sit like this, and go ahead and edit the current video that you guys are watching. All right, I'm back. We're now sword level 10, so we do have this enchant right here. The amplifier enchant is fully unlocked. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get 100 levels of this. It's gonna cost us 250 million orbs, which honestly is nothing. And we're gonna get straight back to doing the wooden sword method. Now we have this enchant. Hopefully it will be a lot quicker. I'm not entirely sure. The proc chance is relatively low on it, I feel like. But yeah, hopefully it's gonna help us when we're leveling up our sword. And I'm not gonna lie, for the next few hours, I'm just gonna keep doing this sword method. We're gonna get to sword level probably like 50 is what I want to get to before I record the next video. So yeah, I'm gonna just sit here AFK, tab in like every 30 minutes, go ahead and click on the next thing. I also might get some rebirths before the next video because we're only rebirth 2 in this video. I did kind of want to get to like rebirth 10, but that's probably not gonna happen now. Yeah, I mean, we made a decent amount of progress for the SOTW. There you go, the amplifier enchant just procced in chat. Only 100 sword XP. I feel like that's quite low, I'm not gonna lie. Although you can prestige it. Our prestiging the enchants always does boost it a lot, so that's probably going to be worth it later on into the season. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for the SOTW video. Remember to go ahead and join that 1,000 credit giveaway that we did on today's video. All the steps are in the intro. And also remember to join me on my IP, which is on screen now. And yeah, I'm going to grind up a lot before the next video. So yeah, we're probably, by the next video, we're probably going to be rebirth like 20 or even higher than that. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that is going to be all for the video. I'll be back in about 2 days time for my next video, episode 2 of the series. Peace out.